Good evening, you guys. I was just eating candy. So I forgot to make the doctor's appointment again. Anyway, so I went and actually ended up going and having lunch with Anthony today. Started school shopping yesterday, and today I ended up taking those pants back and getting him 3 more pairs of pants, 2 joggers, and a pair of jeans. And I think what the trick is to getting that kid to like clothes is if Kyle approves of them, then he loves them. And Kyle is Lexi's boyfriend. And it was so funny. Kyle's like, yeah, those are nice. He's like, yeah, I really like them. I was like, oh my gosh. So it was the first time I successfully bought him pants and he didn't have a cow without him seeing them. I just feel like I'm out of breath right now. And so I'm just hanging out upstairs because I'm tired. I had dinner and I easily probably could go to bed right now. But I need to do video and then take a bath. I haven't got that far. And so while I'm editing, besides actually doing another video, I was watching Royalty Soaps. I'm obsessed with her stuff. I keep thinking one of these days I'm going to buy some of her soap because some of them are really cool. I feel like I have to sneeze. Sorry. If I almost threw my phone on the floor. If I'm not bent over or laying down, it messes up my back really bad. I've actually thrown my back out sneezing. And it's not even a very violent one. Anyway, so, yeah. I'm pooped. I got nothing going on tomorrow. That's what I said about today, but then Anthony forgot to get the stuff out of my trunk that was for work. And I took that up to him, and he seemed like he was kind of tired. Okay, he sent me tired emojis. And so I stopped, because I wasn't going to do it beforehand. And so I decided, okay, I'll stop and get him the peach kicker, and I'll get myself a coffee. And the coffee, I don't know, as of lately has been upsetting my stomach really bad. I have trouble with a lot of sugar, and I think that's maybe, what's going on. And so he was on a walk when I passed by him, and so I just reached out and gave him his drink, and then I went to his department, but I drove around a couple of times. Then it freaked him out because he was like, hey, where's Amy? And she's like, she didn't come in. He's like, what do you mean she didn't come in? And I had circled around a couple of times, and there was just zilch for parking for radiology, and they're currently working on building more because I had to park kind of far, and I usually don't use my handicap unless I'm my back is really bad, and today it was pretty bad, but all that there was available across the way was handicap. It would have been quite the raw walk if I had used a regular one. And I was so far out of the way that I wasn't taking it away from anyone else. That's my thing, is I don't want to take it from someone else who is more injured than I am. And so, now that I've sneezed, my nose is running. I parked there, and I was talking to Joni too. And so, I finally got out and walked up and Carly's like, your husband's looking for you. And I was like, oh, yeah, there was no parking. And then the sonogram, stenographer, I think is the term for her. She also was like, yeah, and Carly's like, yeah, he's a little worried. And I was like, he's so silly. And so she went to look for me, or look for him to tell him I was there. And he messaged me as I came up to their window. And then I messaged him a picture of the imaging placard right in front of their window. But then he recently checked it at like 6:30 at night because he was sending me his credit scores. I try to keep an eye on him, and I don't have the login for his Credit Karma, so that one I can't check on my own. I can check Lending Tree. Do not recommend them. So it just said his went up the other day, and I looked at it and it said Kohl's card, and I scrolled back up and it says Anthony Taylor, and I was like, Anthony's name isn't on my Kohl's card. Well, I think I said this to you guys, sorry. I'm grandmaing it over here. Then Credit Sesame or something. I don't care for them either. And Experian is another one that I use, and I have his login for that one. Nothing's really drastically changing. There's a house that I want, but I want to wait for maybe my student loans to go away, because that is almost $12,000, and that's still pending, and I haven't heard anything about that yet. I don't know how long that'll pend, or how long that'll take in general. What else? I want a higher credit score so we have a better chance of getting a good one for the amount of whatever house we want. And so in turn, the percentage goes down too. So yeah, fingers crossed. But we're here at least for another year, is what they were saying. So I feel safe with that. I trust them and what have you. So I don't think there's a need to worry right now. Ugh. Anyway, I think I'm gonna go to bed. Yeah, it's 6:30. I can't go to bed. Who am I kidding? I'm gonna go back to watching royalty soaps. And for once, maybe I'll just edit this video also. I do have a question. If anyone's got any tricks or tips, like how do we stimulate our credit? I know, like, we don't want to sit there and run a bunch of things. I know it says we don't have enough available credit. Even when all the credit cards are paid off, we don't have $50,000, and I think that's a little silly. But like, how do we get our scores to go up? Is it just a hurry up and wait kind of thing? Am I getting too impatient? Like, let me know, besides, you know, getting a bunch of credit cards, because we don't want to do that. Because those payments add up really quick, and when you don't use them, they have a cow too. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.